Alright, hi everyone and welcome back to Grey Matter. This is part 7 of my full playthrough and we have finally entered chapter 4. We're controlling Sam again after having played David for the last chapter. Both characters have now seemingly come together to find out something has happened. We don't know what that something is yet, but I think from this point on we're going to see a lot more interaction between David and Sam, more so than what we saw in the first 3 chapters. Anyway, let's go downstairs because David is very eager to tell us about what has occurred, so much so that he just barged into, a female's room without prior checking they weren't like stalkers. So let's head on down. I don't think there's anything in the room that we have to interact with, so I'm just going to go straight to the hall.
I just heard on the radio there was an incident at the pool of St. Edmund Hall last night, and they mentioned another one at Horsepath Track the night before.
What happened at the pool?
I want you to go over there immediately and find out what happened. Exactly what happened. I want a detailed report.
You want me to investigate?
Well, I can't go. You'll have to be my eyes and ears, Sam.
Okay.
Well, what are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Go!
So David doing his best job at being a boss there and giving Sam her marching orders. So we're going to go check out the weirdness that's occurred at the pool. So we saw it the last episode. The pool at St. Edmund Hall turned blood red. Well, a little more like red wine, but I think for the sake of argument it was probably meant to be blood red. And there were a few people there at the pool to witness it. Some swimmers that were quite distraught from the event, so I'm thinking we might need to go talk to the swimmers since they are eyewitnesses. But before we do any of that, let's check this chapter's objectives. So we have setting a trap, there was something in the water, there's always a plant in the house, and see Rayla Swall. I believe there was something in the water is probably the objective we're going to be progressing with immediately. I'm not too sure about the other ones, but as you can see, they're all necessary in order to progress. And if we check the world map, our local map, every location barring the library and the track, there is something essential to do in these 5 locations. The library is the only optional location and the track is completely redundant. So whilst we are in the house, it might be worth chatting with David and Mrs. Dalton in case we need information before we go snooping around. As for the other rooms, I don't think there's anything of significance.
You're up early. Give me 2 shakes and I'll have your breakfast ready.
Can't. I'm off to Oxford right now.
At your age, you need a good breakfast.
I'll grab something at school. Thanks, though. You're sweet.
Americans.
Okay, so I think Sam's probably just had all she can stomach with Mrs. Dalton's eggs. So that's probably just a polite way of saying no more eggs, thank you, Mrs. Dalton. We're going to check the newspaper because that's probably got a headline about the pool.
Like another paper was left this morning. Why do I get the feeling someone wants David to find out about these incidents?
Sam brings up a really good point here. So they are not subscribed to the newspaper, David or Mrs. Dalton. So the fact that the paper has started showing up at the house is really weird. Yes, and Sam's probably right. The person who's responsible for this is probably leaving the newspapers behind. As in fact, if it is one person responsible for this, presumably as it currently stands, it all seems to be tied to the experiments, but we can't be sure yet. Anyway, so new prank on the campus, the pool of blood. Another bizarre prank similar to the one that occurred at the Horsepath Track happened yesterday. Witnesses claimed to see something in the water before the pool turned a dark purple. The incident terrorised one student, Jeannie Smith, of St. Edmund Hall. She was treated at the local hospital and released. It seems that two malicious incidents might be related to upcoming Rush Week, though nothing quite like this has ever been seen at Oxford before. I won't lie, I didn't realise that UK unis did Rush Week. I thought that was very much an American college thing, but I don't really know. I never went to uni, so I'm not the most knowledgeable person in the department. Anyway, I think that's the only relevant information we're going to need. We've already examined all the items in this room previously. I very much doubt there's anything new to examine. So if we have a look at our progress, yeah, we've already got 5 points for there was something in the water. And I'm guessing there's still plenty to do at Dreadhill House. But the odds are we'll have to come back here to finish the chapter as we did in chapter 2. You know, this is where the experiment will continue. So I think we will just go straight to the world map. Not unless we need to chat with David first. We can try talking with David, I guess. He's most likely in his laboratory. But I have a funny feeling he's not going to want to know until we have more information to provide him.
The door's locked.
Okay, never mind then. And I much doubt he's in the main lab, so we'll go back up here. I'm actually going to check out the Bodleian Library first because it's a secondary objective. It'd be interesting to see if there's anything worth doing whilst we're here. So let's equip our ID and go in. Maybe we should talk to the librarian, since there's nothing new to interact with.
I don't have anything to ask her about right now.
Okay. The only other thing is the computer. I'm thinking we might have to come back here another time, but I just thought it might be worth popping in. Nah, we did all this earlier. Right, okay. Scratch that plan. Let's go straight to St. Edmund Hall. And I think now we can finally go into the campus buildings. Okay, there's quite a bit to interact with here. So this is our first look at St. Edmund Hall. So this is the living quarters for our students. Now, naturally we're going to want to go straight to the pool. I'm not sure whether or not that's where it starts and ends. But I think it might be worth just going straight to the pool, since we know that there's definitely going to be an outcome. Oh.
Over here, please.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Bulldog Man.
You'll need to show me a student ID before you're allowed anywhere in this building.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well. As luck would have it, I've already got my ID equipped from the library, so how do you like them apples, Mr. Bulldog Man?
Here's my ID.
Let's take a look. Helena, that's a beautiful name. Beautiful name. Beautiful girl.
Thank you.
Ah, what a sweet bulldog.
Seems to me we've got another Helena in residence. Let me see.
Don't bother. I know her. Red hair? Nice girl. Can I go up now? I'm running late.
Aren't they all? Go up then. Undergrad wing only, though. That way, only grads allowed up on their side.
Oh, all right.
There's always a hierarchy, miss. Way of the world, isn't it?
Okay, so there's only one wing that we can actually explore at the moment. If we try going through the graduate wing, I've got a feeling Mr. Bulldog's going to bark at us again. It might be worth checking out the resident board whilst we're here. Again, just for the sake of examining everything.
Jeannie Smith is the girl who was at the pool last night. I wonder if she talked to me.
Oh, that is a good point, Sam. So let's have a look here. Where do all our friends live? So Helena's on 102. So this is very confusing. So the undergrads and the grads are listed separately. And then they are they listed alphabetically? No, they're not. Yes, no. So they're not listed by room order, nor are they listed by alphabetical order. Well, that's just preposterous. Anyway, Helena's in 102. Harvey Kinnaman's on the 3rd floor. He's in 302. Anyone else we need to know about? Charles is in 204. I think that's a 4. That looks like a 4. Jeannie Smith is in 106. Got a feeling the game wants me to go see Jeannie Smith next. And then there's not much point looking at the grad board because, yeah, I can't go that way. But that's where Malik lives. And Angela. Oh, yes. I'm so confused about Angela because I didn't really think she was a graduate because she's changed her focus so many times. How can you be a graduate when you haven't completed anything? Or maybe she's completed everything and just keeps changing her mind. Very strange. Anyway. I think our next destination is going to have to be 106. But since we are down here, I might just check out the pool and the gym. Since they are like dead end rooms. And Sam's doing that lovely catwalk strut for the bulldog. Okay, quite a bit to interact with here too. So I'm going to just get these useless things out of the way.
I wouldn't want those guys staring at me while I worked out.
Yes, those are they Medusa heads? They are weird.
The clock was stopped at 11:42. That's about when the incident occurred. Nifty trick.
Of course, Sam is still convinced that this is all an elaborate magic trick, maybe part of a Daedalus Club initiation. So there's so many theories going on at the moment.
The water was really purple. I think I'll hang on to this.
I'm telling you, it was an act of God. It was water into wine. And I would have... Actually, no, I wouldn't swim in red wine. I don't like red wine. But yeah, it just looks like red wine to me. And then we've got a statue here, which I doubt's useful.
Looks like a statue I saw in Copenhagen. Sort of.
Okay. So did we actually take those photos? Okay, so we have those for reference. David might want to see them. Now we have a gentleman here. I might ask him after I've examined the pool. See if he can answer any questions I might have.
The pool looks normal now. Flip-flops. With socks? He looks more like a German tourist than a pool man.
Unfortunately, in the year 2023, this whole socks and weird sandals look is a thing. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I'm seeing a lot of people wearing these ugly slipper, flip-floppy sandal type of things with full-length socks, or at least ankle-high socks. And it's just, ugh. I don't understand it. Anyway, let's talk to him.
Hi there. I see the pool is back to its usual color today.
Yeah?
How'd you get the dye out?
Well, whatever was in there, filters got it out by morning.
Did anyone take a sample of the water while it was stained?
What for?
To analyze it?
It don't matter, it's out now.
Yeah, that scientific inquiry thing is highly overrated.
I mean, to be fair, why would a pool man have any interest in a CSI level of intrigue? Anyway, let's see if we can talk to him again. Keep interrupting him at work, it's fine.
Did you notice any sign of tampering with the pool controls? Maybe evidence of someone putting something in the input system?
No.
That's helpful. Thanks.
Right. Don't think we're going to get much more out of this guy. So there's one thing left to examine. We've got a little magnifying glass over these filters. So let's examine. So we can look at the pool.
Sides of the pool are clean. I don't see any residue left by the dye.
So at this point, we are assuming, or at least Sam is assuming it's dye. Which, of course, I think we as the audience would probably make the same assumption, but when you consider the cutscene and how it kind of just appeared out of nowhere, you've got to wonder, if it's not leaving residue, then what was it?
Are these filters the new ones?
No, I've just installed the new ones. Those are for the bin.
Were these filters in the pool when the water was stained?
Yeah.
Ah, so the filter's not stained either.
Filters don't have dye stains. Maybe water-soluble dye wouldn't leave a trace.
She has gone full, like,
The filters don't have dye stains.
forensic
Maybe
investigator all of a
water-soluble dye
sudden.
wouldn't leave a trace.
Right, I think that's all we're going to get out of that. I'm going to talk to the pool man one more time, see if the dialogue has changed now that we've looked at the filter.
Nothing else has happened to the pool.
No, okay, we can't talk to him anymore. It's just an eyeball on his back. So that's all for the pool room, I think. What a lovely pool room it is, too. I think we probably have to come back to the gym at some point if my memory serves, but I'm going to check it out whilst I'm here, just in case there's something.
According to the experiment plan, we're going to be visualizing weightlifting tonight here in this gym.
Oh, dang. So maybe something spooky's going to happen in here. We'll have to wait and see.
Brainiac reference books, no doubt. Someone's been using that machine and didn't wipe it off. Ooh, kinda gross.
Ugh, here, Sam. Yucky, yucky. There is nothing worse than just seeing, like, pool, little, like, marks and sweat and fingerprints and all yucky. Now, I know Sam isn't exactly dressed for the gym, but we're just being, you know, inquisitive. This guy is doing a full workout. Look at him. He's doing push-ups. He's probably going to jump into some burpees in a minute. I don't know. But look, he's wearing jeans and a sweatshirt. What is this guy doing? Oh, well. Let's leave him be. I'm sure he's working up quite the sweat. So there is another room over here. In fact, you have to kind of get Sam to walk a little further along for the doorway to come into frame. We can have a peek in the dining hall, but I doubt there's anything to do in there.
I'll skip the dining room. Mrs. Dalton feeds me well enough at Dread Hill.
Okay, so Sam has no interest in the dining room. That's fine. We are going to go up to the first floor of St. Edmund's Hall living quarters. There's loads of stuff to interact with here. I've got a feeling these are all things we're going to need for a trick, though I'm not entirely sure what type of trick it's going to want us to do. But what's a chapter of grey matter without a magic trick?
I think that's St. Edmund Hall's crest.
Cool, can we take it?
I think that's...
No.
Nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
A roll of toilet paper and nail polish. Home manicure, perhaps?
Oh, can we take the toilet paper?
I think I'll take a little toilet paper. It's good for hiding things.
Sam's one of those secret toilet roll hoarders. Sam. And then again, she also got wigged out by the dirty bench. Is Sam a secret germaphobe? Stroke doomsday prepper? Let's check out this bucket.
Someone's been busy. Guess it's break time.
It looks like just your bog standard. It looks like white emulsion, but is it? Oh, I don't actually know what it is. Anyway, Helena's room's just over here. I don't think Helena's going to answer, though.
Helena? Helena? No one's home.
Nah, she's probably out sunbathing or something. So we will try her again maybe another time. Let's go see Jeannie before we explore the other floors.
Hi, Jeannie Smith? Hi, I'm Sam. I heard about what happened last night. I know I don't know you, but I wanted to ask you about the pool, if that's all right.
Are you a reporter or something?
No, I'm actually worried about a friend of mine. Can I come in?
I guess it's all right.
You said you were worried about a friend?
Yeah. My friend is kind of a well-meaning prankster. I'm worried that this might be his doing. I'm really hoping not, but I wanted to hear more about it.
I don't know anything about your friend, but I can tell you this was not a prank.
Are you all right?
Yes, sorry.
Right, so Jeannie's a little bit uptight given the whole situation. Yeah, I'm not too sure why she's got a bug up her butt. It could be that people are telling her it's nothing to worry about, or it could just be that she found it traumatic. Who knows? Before we actually chit-chat with her, I'm going to have a little nosy at her room.
Soccer players, I guess. And swimmers. Someone loves the bulky guys. Soccer... Bed looks good. Not as good as my bed at Dreadhill House, but not bad.
That's right, Sam. Just gloat to all these people that are actually paying to be here right now. Gloat to them how you're staying with a rich widower and staying in his big comfy bed. That'll get her on side. Oh dear.
I'm pretty sure they have some of those in their gymnasium. A jock's room, no doubt.
I really hope these are internal thoughts and not verbal outbursts, because people must think Sam is a little bit judgy.
Apparently there are no amateurs. These dorm rooms are pretty nice. Then again, it's all rich kids here.
Wow. Okay, there's not a lot to really talk to Jeannie about, so we'll just go straight in with what happened.
Can you tell me exactly what happened?
I was getting ready to get into the pool. I was putting on my cap and thinking about something else, a paper that's due. Suddenly, the hair on my arm stood up. The air got very dry, almost as if the air was filled with electricity. I looked around, trying to figure out what it was. And then I saw it. In the water. It was awful.
Okay, what was in the water?
What did you see in the water?
No one believes me. I can't even describe it.
Can you try? I'll believe you.
It was like a shape under the water. You know how water is displaced when there's something moving through it? Only, there was nothing there. It was a human form, in the water, but it wasn't there. God, I know it sounds insane, but it was evil. I felt it. I'll never go near that pool again. I don't even want to be in this building anymore. I want to go home.
Oh, poor Jeannie. So easily shaken up. I don't really think it matters what order I ask the following questions, to be honest.
How many people were in the pool at the time?
Just 2 girls, swimming. They were already in the water when I got there. I yelled at them to get out.
Did you know them?
I've seen them swimming before. Look, they had nothing to do with it. They were as terrified as I was.
The shape in the water. Could it have been dye being pumped into the pool? It was dyed purple according to the paper.
No, that happened later. I saw the shape go all the way to the far end and then turn around. Just like a swimmer doing laps. And then the water slowly changed color. Like this thing, this presence was staining it. I'll never forget it as long as I live.
What time did this happen?
I left to go down there about 11:30. It wasn't long after that. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I'm sorry, but I really don't want to talk about it anymore.
That's cool. Thanks for being honest with me. Listen, it's none of my business, but you mentioned leaving school. Don't do that. Do you know how lucky you are to be going to this school? Seriously? I know you were scared, but I'm sure this was a prank. Even if it was a sophisticated one. It wasn't aimed at you. You just happened to be there. Don't let it ruin an opportunity like this. It's It's so not worth it.
I know you're right. Thanks, truly.
I'll see you.
Ah, some very wise words there from Sam. Some words of reassurance. Ah, it's quite nice to
Someone
hear.
is rigging these tricks, and it's starting to piss me off. Well, it's not going to happen again. Tonight's experiment takes place in the gym at St. Edmund Hall. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to catch whoever's doing this. Hi, this is Sam.
St. Edmund Hall Quad now, Chiquita.
Sure. Be right there. I guess they heard.
Righto, so I'm not going to go straight to the quad. We've examined everything in this area. I'm going to have a quick peek at the upstairs floors before meeting up with the rest of the Lambs Club or Lambs Cult, whatever we're called.
I'm out. I'm not contributing any more to your tuition today, sir.
Your luck was just turning.
Forget it. I'll be late for class.
Well, someone's a sore loser. Right, I believe Charles was in 204. Let's have a little knock and see if... Well, we know he's not there, actually. Everyone's down at the quad. But let's just have a little poke, see if we can get into his room.
Charles, it's me, Sam. Or not.
No. Okay. Should we see if we can talk to this chap?
I don't need to talk to him right now.
Okay, maybe not. Oh, there's an open door. This feels dishonest. Oh no, we can just examine the lock. Ooh.
The lock bolt is controlled by the knob. I think if it's set correctly, the door won't lock when you close it. That's the bolt.
Oh, okay. So maybe we need to know this in order to...
If I set the...
Ooh, maybe we need to try and stop one of the downstairs doors from not locking or someone else's door from not locking. How interesting. Maybe that's a future trick. Or the future trick for this chapter.
I don't need to talk to him right now. The entire works of Josephus in Greek. Old issues of medical journals.
Okay. Ooh, we have a fuse box here.
It's a fuse box.
Well, yes, Sam. Okay, it doesn't look as though we could do anything. And then this is Harvey's room.
You there, Harv? He's not there.
Cool. It doesn't look as though Sam's going to try and let herself into any of the rooms, so we might as well just push on to the quad and see what everyone has to say. Got to make sure I actually select the right entrance. Okay, come on Sam, chop chop.
Hey, there's the wench. I vote for drawing and quartering her. Everybody in?
Leave Sam alone.
We all made our own decisions to join the experiment.
Not me. I was played like a fish on a line.
Like that would be hard. What do you know about the pool, Sam?
I know you shouldn't jump to conclusions. At least not yet.
Too late. I'm already deep, deep in conclusion land.
It really is too bizarre. For God's sake. Once might have been a coincidence, but twice. It's getting a little frightening. I'm not at all sure we should go back tonight.
My mum wouldn't like it. What if we're implicated in these pranks, maybe even expelled?
Well, I find it exciting. That is, we might actually be doing something. Besides, Dr. Styles is counting on us.
I want to see what happens next.
I still think drawing and quartering Sam sounds like the best idea. Who's with me? Anyone?
Guys, can we not be hasty here? I agree with Angela. Whatever we do, we should do it as a group.
But I didn't...
Anyway, we don't need to decide right this minute, do we?
We have to decide before tonight. We're scheduled to go back there.
Yeah.
Why don't we meet back here at noon? We can make a decision then.
Why not? I have nothing better to do with my time.
See ya.
Noon.
Okay, so we've got until noon o'clock to do what we want. And surprisingly, out of everyone in the group, Angela seems to be the most up for it, if that makes any sense. She doesn't seem to have too many reservations about continuing with this experiment. It's always the quiet ones, isn't it? Anyway, where do we need to head off to next? Let's check our objective. So there was something in the water is actually complete now. So the question is, which objective do I need to do next? There's always a plant in the house has already been started, though I have no idea what has contributed towards those 2 points. We'll find out. Now, we've still got plenty of things to do here at St. Edmund Hall. I suspect we do need to do a trick. We definitely need to try and get into somebody's room. What for? Not really sure. Okay. Now, I must admit, my mind kind of wandered a little bit and I've already forgotten part of the conversation. Can we check? We haven't got David's diary, so we can't check past dialogue, which is... Oh no, we've got Sam's diary. Okay, let's check the dialogue. I haven't really been using this feature, so maybe it's worth doing that. Okay, so let's skip along. What did everyone say? Where do I need to go? There's so much more dialogue here than what I realised. Okay, let's see. How did the conversation go exactly? Okay, so they didn't really agree on a specific plan. So maybe we just need to go around and convince everyone. So I'm thinking we go over to the infirmary, see what there is to do here.
On this floor are all the administration's offices, as well as the professors. Other floors are for classes mainly, so there's no need to go there.
I wonder, not unless I'm supposed to chat to people in their rooms. Maybe we should try that again. Hang on. Let's go back. I'm thinking maybe we need to go back to people's rooms and sweet talk them all into carrying on with the experiment.
Helena? Helena? No one's home.
Okay, so she's gone somewhere.
I guess those are for ventilation.
Let's try Charles, see if he's willing to answer the door.
Nobody's home.
And then, safe to say, Harvey probably isn't home either. Right, where in the world am I supposed to go now? How are we supposed to know it's noon? This clock is stuck at 3. The one at the pool is stuck at 11:45. How is one supposed to know what the time is?
I don't have anything to ask him at the moment.
Okay, I've got nothing to ask him. Fine. Maybe we can go to the dining hall now.
I'll skip the dining.
Okay, never mind. Curiouser and curiouser. I suppose I could go back to Dreadhill House and try and talk to David.
Hey, I mean, hello.
Ooh.
Hello. Who's there, please? Or not?
Mrs. Dalton!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Things are happening. We've got quite clearly a Laura ghost. An angry David.
The hell is this doing in my desk drawer?
That's Houdini. He has a habit of sort of appearing.
He? Who told you you could have a pet in this house?
He's in my room. I don't see what difference it makes to you.
Well, he's not in your room now, is he? This is my home, Miss Everett, and I don't care to have it smelling like a barn.
Houdini does not smell. You could have a herd of buffalo in this house for all the use you get out of it.
Shh. Hush now. Oh, my goodness. What a to-do about nothing. I'll take him back upstairs and put him in his cage.
Put the thing in the garage.
You can't do that.
He'll freeze out there. Put him in my room, Mrs. Dalton.
Sam?
Oh, by the way, who's visiting the house today?
What do you mean?
I saw a woman on the stairs, just now. Blonde, white dress.
You saw no such thing. The lighting on those stairs is terrible. I keep asking that something be done about it, but no one pays the slightest attention. Bothering poor Dr. Stiles with nonsense like that. As if pet rabbits weren't enough.
Wow. Is that menopause?
Oh, Jesus. You're digging yourself a deep, deep hole here, Sam.
Tell me what you saw, exactly.
There was a woman walking up the stairs when I came in. I called out, but she didn't stop. There is someone here today. What's the big secret?
Never mind. It's nothing that concerns you. What did you learn at university?
Right, let's spill all the beans to David. I think we should probably equip those photographs.
Dr. Stiles?
Yes?
Let's talk to him about the incident first, then work up to the fact that everyone's a bit dubious.
I investigated the incidents at the track and pool.
And?
Both were obviously staged. There was a whirlwind at the track that was probably created by a helicopter. That got rid of the maintenance guy. Then they painted the track. As for the pool, what the witness saw was this shape or bubble in the pool, and then the water changed color. It would have been easy to rig up a hose to blow air into the pool for a spooky effect as a misdirect, then drop in the dye.
Did anyone see or hear a helicopter?
No, but there was only one witness, and he had headphones on.
Headphones?
Pretty sure you can hear a helicopter even with headphones on.
No, but all they cared about was cleaning the pool. I don't think anyone even checked. There wasn't any trace of dye around the edges of the pool or in the filters, but it was probably water soluble.
And why would someone rent a helicopter and gallons of dye and time these incidents with my experiments, which, I might add, almost no one knows about?
I don't know.
No, you wouldn't, would you? Because it's all bollocks. I hope your rationalist bias can be put aside, Samantha, because when I ask you to be my eyes and ears, I expect the facts, not your half-baked opinions. If you can't give me that, you're worse than useless.
At least I'm willing to go out there. From what I've seen, your eyes and ears work just fine, mister.
What are you, 23, 25? When you've experienced something of life, you can lecture me.
I'm sorry. Look, I know what it's like when people...
I want your report on the events by tonight, and this time, I want the facts. That is all.
Okay, I really don't think we should wind David up anymore. Maybe we shouldn't tell him about the fact that everyone's going to bugger off and leave him. That might upset him. But I've got a feeling we can't just not tell him either. Let's go with students in the experiment.
Did you know any of the students before the experiment started?
No. Why?
Just wondering.
I don't think the students have any connection to the incidents.
You don't? Why?
Just do as you're told, Samantha.
Yeah, I've always been real good at that. The Lambs Club is really worked up. I thought you should know.
Lambs Club? Are you planning to put lambs in the parlor now, in addition to rabbits in bedrooms and bats in the belfry?
That's what the students in the experiment call themselves. You know, as in lost.
Or better yet, sacrificial. God help me. What do you mean they're worked up?
They're freaked about the track and pool incidents. Some of them might not come back.
What? What nonsense. What does it have to do with them, I'd like to know? The conditions of the experiment must remain the same. Those students are your responsibility, Samantha. Getting them here is your job, and I expect you to do it.
Right.
Okay, so following from that conversation, David really doesn't seem all that bothered, does he? That the people are concerned. It's definitely a clash of personalities going on here, but nonetheless, Sam is going to have to do a bit more digging, I think. So, where to next? Should we go back to Sam's diary? Let's just see specifically what does David actually expect from us now. I'm guessing really we need to, maybe I can go talk to the students now and try and convince them not to turn on us. So let's have a little look-see at this. Okie doke, so we haven't made a great deal of progress from that conversation. That's fine. Still plenty to do at Dreadhill. Ooh, maybe we should actually have a look for that woman. Maybe we should go upstairs. Maybe I should have gone upstairs before I came downstairs. Let's see if we've got the mysterious Laura-esque person lingering somewhere. If I was Laura's ghost, where would I go?
David's room.
Okay, we're not going to go in there. That's fine. That's fine. So we can't actually check out his room. Oh, but at least Houdini is back in his cage.
He sure is digging this room. He looks happy.
Okay. The only thing left to do really is talk to Mrs. Dalton, just in case she might give us a bit of an ear bashing, actually, for bringing up the Laura-esque lady.
Hey.
Oh no, we can't talk to her. Right, that's fine. That gives me all I need to know. I'm going to go to St. Edmund Hall, and I'm going to try and talk to everyone in their rooms. Assuming that's what the game would like me to do.
Helena? Helena? No one's home.
Okay, maybe not then. Okay, let's check out that diary one more time. Let's go back a few pages. Okay, he wants my report by the end of the night. So maybe I need to find a computer, a library. Oh, of course. Let's see if we can do that then. We can type up the report. I'm just pulling at straws here right now. Oh, bother. It's just going to do the same thing that we did in the previous chapter, which is not what we wanted. Talking to the librarian's probably going to do nothing.
I don't have anything to ask.
Ah, nuts. Right. Let's read that diary one more time. Let's see then. There's just a lot of exchanging in ifs and buts. There wasn't really any definitive indicators about what to do next. Maybe I should go to Let's go to Christchurch. Feels like it's been a hot minute since we last came here.
The dining room is closed.
Okay. I very much doubt the gardens are of any use to us. Right, let's go back. I can't help but feel maybe there is something at the house we need to do before we vanish. Oh, I wonder if the bike's been sorted. Maybe we can just hop on our bike and get out of here.
The bike will have to wait.
Nah. Now there isn't really much I can think of that we can do here.
I'd rather use my cell phone.
Ooh. Wait, do we actually... Ah, maybe I should try calling the lambs.
No reason to call there.
Okay, maybe not then. Well, this is a bit of a bother. Where in the heck do I need to go now? We've started There's Always a Plant in the House, but I have absolutely no idea what I've done to influence that progress. I'm going to try the lobby one more. Well, I'm going to try looking around the campus a little bit more. Maybe we can talk to Bulldog. No? Okay. We've already examined this.
Helena, Harvey, Angela, Charles. They all live in this residence hall. Even Malik lives here. Interesting.
Now maybe we can try investigating their rooms. I'm going to go to the top floor. Harvey's in 302, so let's check that one first.
Nope, it's locked.
Let's make it unlocked.
I don't need to talk.
Oh, well, this is quite a bother. Where do you need me to go, game? What do you want me to do?
Nope.
Probably going to have the same problem again, but I'm going to check on Charles. No. Right, hang on. Okay, let's go to the town centre. Is anyone roaming around aimlessly in the town? Oh, now that I have a student ID, maybe I can get inside this college.
He's campus security. I don't have any reason to go into Brasenose College. I prefer St. Edmund Hall. They're a lot friendlier over there.
Okay, well let's try... Ooh, can we go into this Alice in Wonderland shop yet?
An Alice in Wonderland gift shop? Not really my thing.
Alright. No one in the pub. Okay. Ah, it might be worth talking to Mephistopheles, actually. Maybe he's got a theory on the pranks.
Miss Everett, how kind of you to visit.
Let's talk to Mephistopheles.
I need to talk to you about something.
Be my guest.
Let's cover the betrayer's price first, since that's from a million years ago.
I finished the betrayer's price.
Did you? Congratulations are in order. You might want to check the box again. One never knows.
I'll do that.
Oh, is he referring to the game? Maybe. But let's talk about the events on campus.
I need to talk to you about something that's going on with my employer, Dr. Stiles.
Yes?
He's running an experiment in the basement of Dread Hill House. There are 6 students, and he has us visualize exercising. It seemed harmless, but then things started getting weird. And I couldn't find any traces of dye at the pool, not even in the filters. But I'm not really worried about the pool. It's the track that's the real challenge.
Yes. Being a puzzle man, I find it most intriguing.
Oh, but it's not a puzzle. I know exactly what's going on. This is someone's grand game. Someone trying to get into the Daedalus Club. Obviously, there's a magician involved. The wind at the track and the shape in the pool were classic misdirects, distracting the witnesses while the lines were painted and the pool was dyed.
Naturally. One would think that.
Unfortunately, Stiles is the perfect victim. He's a recluse, and his published articles make it clear that he's a chump for the supernatural. If I got a copy of his experiment plan, anyone could have gotten it. Someone is using it to plot these stunts.
If it is a game, it's an original one. Brilliant, in fact.
Yes, I guess it is brilliant. Brilliant and awful. Do you know of anyone who might be designing a grand game right now? Maybe someone with ties to Oxford? You must know all the magicians in this area.
My dear, the club has members from all over the world and thousands of regular customers. There's always someone running a game. Indeed. A solution occurs to me. You yourself are running the game, and telling me is your way of alerting the Daedalus Club.
It's not my game.
Pity. I liked that solution.
But don't you see? People could get hurt. Dr. Stiles for one, but also students. The people who've witnessed these events have been terrified.
Oh, but being terrified can be thrilling. It gives one something to talk about in old age. In any case, it doesn't sound like any serious harm has been done. Not yet, anyway. But if it truly isn't your game, then I'd suggest you look at the other students in the experiment. You know what they say. There's always a plant in the house.
Of course, you're right. One of them has to be in on it. Thank you.
Okay, so definitely worth talking to Mephistopheles. He's kind of shed logic on the whole situation, you know, being an impartial party to it all. Or at least we can only assume he's impartial. I like how he was basically telling Sam to take credit for it. It's like, if it is a giant game, then you can totally take credit. And she's like, no, I don't want to be associated with it. But it's like, girl, you already are associated with it. So it would seem that maybe we should start turning our suspicions to one of the other 5 lambs with regards to who's potentially contributing to these strange happenings. But in order to do that, we're probably going to have to question them individually, try and get them to maybe slip up and admit to something. But whilst we're in the shop, I'm going to investigate the game machine, because I think there might be a second game. Should we try it again? Not unless I need to go and check the box where we found the coin.
21. That did it.
Oh no, we have a new puzzle. 'Twas Brillig and the Slithy Toves, or the Sea Railer Swall. Ah, right, okay, so this is Sea Railer Swall, the objective we saw on our menu. It all began with a Cheshire Cat, a a Cheshire cat? Or at Alice Liddell's... Hang on, why is everything deliberately spelt wrong? So Cheshire is missing an H. Okay, this is interesting. I might even have to write some of this down. So Cheshire cat is spelt wrong. The H is in the wrong place. At Alice Liddell's, what I should imagine is meant to say shop. And we already know that there's the Alice in Wonderland gift shop opposite the pub. So Sea Railer Swall is probably an acronym, which I can't remember what it spells. Dodgson cracked his geg, and the Queen screamed off with their shade. The dogs on fire ate their knacks. Down necks as long as Chistney Max. Find Alice, she is close at Follow well her age, then find the rabbit if you knack, and enter the name of the mage. Okay. I think we should just go straight to the shop. Posh top shop. Questioning my fellow experimentee. Ooh, Harvey, what are you doing here?
Smile for the camera, Samantha.
Hi.
I knew you were a magician.
I was just window shopping.
Yeah, right. They have some great stuff in there. I got some fake vomit for a film scene last week.
Lucky you. What are you doing here anyway? Were you following me?
In your fantasies, your hot-fevered sign-me-up fantasies. When do we start?
Forget it, Kinderman. And you didn't answer the question.
I was just shooting some B-roll, but excuse me for breathing. My mother never did, but that doesn't mean you can't. Hey, check out those eyebrows. Classic.
Okay, so Harvey's acting a bit sus, or he thinks we're a bit sus, one or the other. One thing I forgot to do before we left the shop, however, was to see if we can purchase any bits and pieces. I'm going to have a quick look at that now.
Hi.
So let's just examine the bookshelf and the smaller shelves. I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm literally going to click on everything with a hand on it. Doesn't look as though there's anything else the game wants me to buy from here. Let's check this one. Oh, it wants me to buy a noisemaker. And telephone spy. And that's it. How much is that going to come to, I wonder? $22.50, I reckon. Maybe we should leave.
I'd like to pay before I go.
Right you are. Thank you, Miss Everett.
Oh, he didn't tell us how much we owed. Never mind. Off to Queen Street to the Alice Liddell shop extraordinaire. Oh, we can actually go inside now. The door indicates it's open.
This new riddle sounds like it's about Alice in Wonderland. Maybe I'd better check this out.
Okay, so we've reached a new location, and I think before we carry on with the rest of this puzzle or this objective, I think this might be a good place to leave it off, ready for the next half of the episode. So to recap, we've done a bit of investigation on the pool and the whole situation there. We've told Dr. David Stiles. He's none too happy about the fact that we're speculating that it's something contrary to what he believes it to be. So there's been a little bit of a tiff there between Sam and David, but there is now suspicion that maybe one of the students is involved, so we're going to investigate them next as well, but not before we complete this puzzle in the next episode. So thank you to everyone who's watched so far, and I do hope you're enjoying it. Hopefully I will see you here again for the next installment. Bye!